Hello, everyone. Welcome to Live Gateway on this beautiful Friday afternoon in LA. And at the same time, yes, we made it to the weekend. And I'm your host, David Songawan. And let's see. Yes, we made it to Friday. We made it to Friday. Even though I said yesterday, if I'm gonna see you like on Friday, I'll talk to you next week. But here I am. I'm here with you. I'm here with you guys on this Friday, especially June 6th, 2025. And at the same time, oh wait, is my hair sticking out again? Why is my hair sticking out? Is my hair sticking out, everyone? Or is my hair okay? My hair's okay. For a second, wait, why is my hair sticking out? Uh, I don't know why this hair's sticking out. Maybe fix it. It's part of the hair. Even though I don't like this, I don't like, I don't like, I don't like this hair. I mean, where's the butt? Where point? Um, I don't like, I don't like this hair is sticking out. But when I get a haircut, it will go away. I don't like it. I don't like this. It's part of the hair sticking out. Anywho, um, let's see. What was I gonna say? Um, forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, today, LA, LA's making headlines because ICE, the immigration agency, conducted multiple raids in downtown LA and one at Home Depot in Westlake. And uh, I believe goes are going to, maybe check Google. So I'm not giving you the wrong accurate information. Let's see. A target manufacturer, an importer, wholesaler, parallel, in the LA's Fashion District, which is in downtown LA. The U.S. Attorney Bill I don't know how to pronounce his last name, compared to Embassy 4, where CIA agents served a search warrant and were looking for fractious employee documents, according to Bill. Again, a red folder, apparel could not be reached by comment on Friday, which the LA mayor already spoke on it. She just spoke to reporters, which she confirmed the reports, and CBI, as a mayor, proud city of immigrants who contribute to our city in so many ways, she's deeply angered what has taken place. It's attacking solitary in our communities. It's what basic principles of our safety and our city. But the thing is, Trump, he doesn't care. All right, he doesn't care. He just want to target anyone, especially no matter if they're white, Hispanic, Chinese, blacks, you name it. Trump, he just want to target anyone, either if they're criminal or not criminal. That's who he is. That's who I am. We get to target anyone who has committed crimes or not. We get committed no crimes, or if they do, we need to deport them. We need to arrest them and send them back to their countries because they don't belong in our country. Okay, these people do not belong in our country. These people are dangerous and danger to our country. They do not belong here. Okay, so that's why I decided to. I told ICE, you guys conduct the raids, And every message gets it down to LA, and I want you to target the people that are not criminals, but it get criminals. I want you to target it too, and poking the ice get change the singer, and get poking at the same time. Okay, this is not Biden or Obama. This is Trump 2.0, and we're taking everyone back to the countries. Okay, they go belong here. They don't deserve to stay. That's why LA, a city of a Democrat city, especially California, a Democrat state. They're corrupt. California is a mess state, especially with a phony governor, Gavin Newsom. Okay, he's the reason why California is tanking, and that's why I told ICE, look, ICE, and when you go after these immigrants that are not criminals or criminals, I want you go after them, I want you arrest them, and I want you to deport them at the same time. Okay? Too bad. The thing is, look, I feel bad for these immigrants that were having today by ICE, but at the same time, none of this is surprising, especially what Trump is doing. Especially we saw this in his first term, and we saw this, and we're seeing it again of of the flashbacks. So no one should be surprised, especially what happened in LA, especially ICE going after these people at the working shops. I mean, at the workplace, Home Depot, and the fashion district. All right, now let's talk about D because we got a lot of developments and the D trial. Day, what day are we? Let's see, we're June 6th, day 18, and as I'm reading this on TMZ, we got lots to talk about. So let's not waste time because we will be talking about Jane. She testified about the freak offs, and then we also got Jane who also told the juror about the Selassie freak offs, and then Jane even said a few sex worker skate lines. Of course, we got force from Brianna, Valganga, and then more James. So let's not waste any time. So here we go. Let's start with Jane. As TMZ noted, Jane testifies in gay trial. She traded freak-offs for rents. Song Day calls federal sex trafficking and racketeering 18 days of testimony resumed Friday with Jane returning to the stand. She told the jury about her risking, I can't even pronounce the word, AU to participate in alleged freak offs. Um, you recall Jane, who's testifying under, says she's a former girlfriend of Diddy's and was in a relationship with him into pioneers to refer to male prosecutors who joined him during America drug-fueled multi-partner sexes, the so-called freak offs, music throughout the trial. James testified Thursday. The two of them called these sexes hotel nights. Hey, I'm on Instagram. It's probably on my laptop. All right, what was that? Although they were not always held at hotels. She also said condoms were not something they want to see. Video shown in court, not to the gallery, apparently shows Steve expressing in some way what he did not want a man named Dong to wear a condom, even though Jane said she wanted him to wear one. She says she immediately uh, ripped it because she didn't want to make Dee unhappy. She describes how sex with Ita Pioneer will end with the man finishing on her. She told the jury they liked to play around with when he had sex with her afterwards. She said some sensitive wicket pioneers could go three rounds. She asked about getting fatigued by ongoing sex sessions. Jane said she dropped subtitle cues to signal she was getting tired, and she testifies Diddy will give her drugs to keep her going. Jane testifies she cried on two separate occasions following hotel night sessions. She said one time she was expecting a date night, just get to him, but Dave brought them in into Pioneer, claiming it would be quick. Jane said that one session lasted 18 hours. This allegedly occurred at the Waterford Hotel in Beverly Hills, early in the relationship. Jane detailed a second occurrence of crying at her hotel night when she was in a shower and very high on drugs. Asked by the prosecutor whether these episodes were work, Jane said it was work from start to finish. Jane testified the only part of these encounters she enjoyed was being with Sean. She read from a text to him about not wanting to play this role in his life anymore and said, it's the only reason you pay for the house, she said. She paid her rent about 5 months at that point. Also, Kamoi, what did you write here, Jane? So much more gas can be left in the dark of a hotel room. My heart is breaking. I didn't want to play this role in your life anymore. I TMZ like almost took me down to the articles. Anywho, I felt it's the only reason you pay for the house. We need to talk like adults. All right, let's go to the next one. Oh wait. Let me make sure I'm not. I didn't forget something. All right, maybe I'll go back to that. All right, let's go to the next one. As TMZ also knows, Jane says she used ecstasy for sexual energy before freak-ups. Diddy's ad says she took substance to push through the freak-ups she participated in using ecstasy to up her energy and to numb the whole experience. Jane, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, who testified under, broke down. Yes, got the helicopter flying over my house. Um, broke down the role drugs playing her sexual encounters with pioneers she calls hotel nights. The couple's name for freakouts, which game take place in hotels, she emitted a ton of different drugs of this experience, although she mostly stuck with using ecstasy. When asked how ecstasy made her feel, Jane replied it gave her sexual energy much needed. She's already testified that sometimes she will have sex for multiple rounds and hours at a time. Jane A. She also used the drugs because otherwise the situation would become too real for her. I apologize for my bar. Um, I haven't had my dinner yet. Anywho, she says the drugs make her experience easier. Jane says she skipped the drugs before two of these events. Once at a big blowout before she says they plan to get sober. So she decided to get sober too and felt so sick after hooking up with two pioneers, she ran to the bathroom to throw up. She testified that they came to the bathroom and told her it was a good thing she threw up. Oh my! And felt better because a third pioneer was ready for her. As you know, James already said she felt need to keep doing the freak ups. to keep Dee happy because he was paying her rent, even though she says she told um, and text him that this group sets of it were songs fantasy, not hers. Boy. Alright, now let's go to the next one because I almost skipped this one. Jane says, first gay freak up, open Pandora's overlay. I'll read it. Yeah, that was yesterday. I'm about to go yesterday. Oopsie. Um, where am I? Alright. Alright. Jane testifies gay through sex worker across state lines for pay freak ups. Gay's ex-girlfriend Jane is testifying in detail about she says the freakouts work during their 4-year relationship. Syrian and a male escort with whom she says Gay routinely hook up with pay for his services. Jane, the one of Gay's ex on the witness stand, was taking questions from the prosecution of Gay 18 of the gay child, and she brought up a man known as Sly. She said she and Gay were impressed by images of Sly's size, prompting her to reach out to him via Instagram. Jane said Sly responded. They became and Gay began communicating with Jane, telling him she was a fan of his work. She said she offered him to meet one Gay, which led her to jumping on FaceTime with him and Diddy. Jane testified the three-way combo turned hot and scheming, and she asked Sly to expose himself. Sly, she said, was happy to oblige, whipping around his jacket goals. Jane said she thought Sly was cute, and says she then set up her first freak up at the large hotel in Los Angeles. She said she booked his flight from Atlanta, Georgia, and a hotel room and paid him between $2,000 and $4,000 for freak up sex. She said Dave paid her back. During the freak ups, Jane said she walked out in uniform and would dance for Sly. Gang had sex with him as Gay masturbated. Of course, Jane says there were always lots of oils around. Jane testified this became routine, flying Sly to an overseas for freak-ups and paying him for his services. Signoy, they even have um, latte reference at the Trump Hotel in New York City. Jane's testimony about Sly is significant because it seems like the first time prosecutors are desperately trying to tie Diddy to find someone across state lines for sex in exchange for money. Money, 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 money. Like just give it to the paparazzi. Anywho, all right, we got more. We're not done, folks. Now let's go to the follows. Brianna Bogana said Cassie to appear to show drugs into elements. As TNC also noted, Gay's chart has focused a lot on drugs and drug usage over the past few days, including when Cassie's friend Brianna Bogan testified that she previously purchased drugs for her, and pictures of what appeared to be drugs had now been entered into elements. In text messages, the prosecution says were sent from Bogan to Cassie. Bogana says she's going to Scott, but Cassie's location in a few minutes to drop out Silky. Later, telling her she's outside. About 30 minutes later, Cassie texts Brianna, he wanted me to ask if you're sure that's mostly because it gave taste like anything. Brianna called the substance moon rocks. I don't know why I'm calling for that. Anywho, and sends a picture of crust of pink powder next to the dime coin. Right? She took she took a dot just to make sure it was good, and mine in my mind has a good message. She has it should hit. Later on in the text, Brianna sends a picture to Cassie, a white powder layout on a light blue box with a scar next to Ryan, trying to get it to try try get a slope. Oh, being as a sheep. Don't worry. In another conversation, she sends a phone of a plastic baggage full of what just like pills and crushed white powder. She writes, K again, amen. As you know, Bianca told the court she will purchase its Cassilacan, I don't know how you pronounce the word, for Cassie, who she says pay her back for it. At one occasion, she says she brought cocaine for Diddy. She told a story of when she claims Dee grabbed her and held her over the edge of a balcony, and other were sequence Dee threw a knife at Cassie, and Cassie threw one back. Wait, there's more. We're not done, folks. We got, let's see, maybe three more. So I'll do my best. All right, because these are, like I said, every time there's more enemies and more fireworks. So, folks, get ready. Fasten your seatbelts. We got more day 18 of the guitar. So here we go. As TMC wrote, Jane testifies to nipple infections and put I don't know how you pronounce the word UTIS during Day's relationship. Day's ex-girlfriend is testifying about the pain she says she went through during her relationship with the mobile, saying she had to find out multiple infections and other elements. Jane, one of Gay's ex, is using on a scan has wrong court to make the main freakouts. She says she participated in, telling the jury she kept doing it because she loved D and wanted to make him happy. Jane even says she got a nipple processing for D because she says she told it will turn on him if she gay. In other words, she will probably she wants to turn heel on D like a WWE storyline. All right. Jane says she went through the piercings, but she explains they immediately got caught up her leather. I don't know how you pronounce the word, causing her to bleed and her nipples to become infected. She testifies she took them out a year after about a year, and when they saw them, she says she told her he never wanted to see her without them again. Jane also testified that her Palak era was sore after each hotel night. Jane and Gary's turn for freakout gas she participated in. She also said her back hurt because the sexual processes she would have to comfort into for hours. Jane says she got constant um, urinary uh, tract infections while getting D, which require active buckets. However, Jane says always told Dee about her pain, sometimes, while other times she will bear the pain and endure other freak out. She says she took ecstasy for sexual energy and to numb the incredibly escape experience. Jane has testified that the two have freakouts till just a month before Gay was arrested in New York City. All right, now we got one more. Oh, wait. We got two more. Brace yourselves, everyone. Brace yourselves. Jane says she stood up to Gay during freakout, threw a bracelet at him. Gay's ex-girlfriend Jane continued her testimony Friday, saying she was too sore to keep having sex during her hotel flight. The term she and Gay call freakouts, which she says sparked a heated conversation in which the music mogul demanded an apology after she tossed a bracelet. Jane, the what for one of these acts on the witness stand testified about the shocking incident during gauging of gays federal sex trafficking and racketeering trial in New York City, saying it all went down in a hotel room in Turks and Chicos. She said she was wearing one of her outfits for yet another round of freak-out sex, but she just couldn't hang. She couldn't hang on anymore. She said she was too sore at that point, but says Gay tried to loop me up, and he said you can't take any more. Um, I just gonna say one time, get. Anywho, Jane said she threw the bracelet and said, "You always brought me here to um SCK. You get that word. Dick for you." She says, "Dean asks, how can you make me look in front of Paul?" Jane said. Dean told her to apologize to Paul, who's bringing for the freakout, and she says she misses Paul, telling him she was sorry. And TMC posted a post with, if you go on TMC right now, they have a picture. They have 46 pictures, which I'm not get to all of it, but they have the picture of the gun, a bag, and more like painkillers, including, let's see, astrological balls. You can check it out on TMZ right now. Before the Kurtz and Chico break up, Jane says she and Guy had taken a break from the relationship, and she flew to Paris, France. She said Guy repeatedly texted her, making her think he cared. She said she needed to stay strong, but she missed Guy because she loved him, and she were planning to go church to Kurt's and Chico's. But first they met up in Miami, and she said Gay text her in uh night of debauchery gang to the beach. While in Florida, Jane said she bickered with Gay about her traveling to Paris alone. She said Gay told her that's his girl. Can't just up and leave it like that. Jane said they had dinner and went to a hotel and watched porn before calling a man named Don to come over and freak out afterwards. She said they went to Kurt's. We got one more. One more on the gay 18 of the gay trial, which, as TNC also know, Gay tells Jane to get on your job and annoy voice message, UMS. Wait. TMZ has a video? Hang on, folks. Bear with me. Oh, wait. TMZ has the audio. But I'm not going to play it because I, I don't want to get in trouble. So I'll just get explained to you. Diddy was apparently about to ghost his gay girlfriend if she could get back on her job, calling her out in annoying voice messages, put on for the jury and his federal sex trafficking and racketeering charge in New York City Friday. Jane, Diddy's ex, who's testified under was back on the stand for a second day of direct examination Friday, and prosecutors introduced several voice messages they said the mobile sent to her. One voice message begins with Diddy telling Jane he's about to up, he's about to, he's about to chew up, no, he's about to up and disappear on her because she might be giving him the silent treatment, but is it going to play, play games with her? Diddy goes out of his way. Diddy goes out his way and says he's not blaming Jane, saying he's too old for her BS, and A is all right for them to fight, but after that, she better get on her job. He doesn't clarify exactly what he means here, but much of Jane's testimony indicates that she felt this meant he wants her to get her back into the bedroom for more hotel nights. Dee and Jane's turn for freakouts. In another phone call, Dee tells Jane he's allowed to hang out with whoever he wants, including other women, and he's not going to apologize for what they do together. While he says a recent interaction with a woman was totally platonic workout, Dee tells her he can have sex with whoever he likes. He's single. Dee also tells Jane she doesn't know how to move on from paying sites, saying he already sent her flowers, so she can't be upset he sent flowers to another girl too. Let's see. She says her PR error was frequently sore after the freakouts and talk about another medical issues. She says she suffered during the relationship, like urinary tract infections, nipple infections, and lower back pain from different sexual positions. She was in for hours. Jane says she, she felt she needed to keep participating in the freakouts because they pay her rent and she worried that tap could be turned off if she didn't. Her testimony also touched on the different into pioneers. She says she slept with including a man named Sly, who she said she helped arrange hotel for for from Atlanta to LA and New York for freakouts, all of which she says Gigi paid for. Man, I don't know what to say, folks, because Jane, she laid out the facts and she laid out the details, especially give her a couple, and at the same time, she just worked for Gigi, and then Gigi's telling her, get back on your job. Get back on your job. Like, if they is mad and what's the word and it's like livid, especially gays like, hey, You better do your job. I mean, you better get back to work, or I'm gonna fire you. If you do your job, you're cooked and fire for good. That's what Gay is saying here. All right, he's saying that if you go get back to your job, I'm gonna fire you for good on the spot. On the spot. And the thing is, this is more exposure for Jane on the testimony, especially the photos that I just told you with the gun and the balls. This is this is a lot explosive stuff, folks, because like I said before yesterday, I'll say again, the gay trial expect more fireworks, more explosives, and more shocking testimony, especially more witnesses. And so far, we already seen Cassie testify, her mom, Jane, and of course, Brianna Bogone, especially seeing sent Cassie that appears to show drugs into enemies, especially sex worker, according to Jane, even she used Isolasi for before freak-offs. Again, she would told the juror she traded freak-offs for rents. Folks, Jane, um, what I'm gonna say, Jane, she's giving us like she's giving us more what we don't know, especially like before the trial. Gay already have been sued for multiple lawsuits, even though he already has some that tossed out, especially got indictment, got arrest, and now the trial. And at the same time, we're not done, folks. We're not done with the gay trial. The gay trial will continue, perhaps maybe several weeks and maybe months, but I'm gonna say weeks. Again, especially you even had President Trump, like if gays come back, I will pardon for good. But first, I'm gonna look into his case and say, okay, gay, you cannot get wrong. You cannot get wrong here. You cannot get wrong there. You cannot get wrong here. Okay, gay, you're clean, and I'm gonna pardon you, and you're free. You're free for good. No matter you've been found guilty or not. If you're found guilty, I will pardon you, and you will be a free man. Folks, before I tell you about my podcast, especially the 15th episode, especially the video that I just dropped on my YouTube this morning. What I'm gonna say is expect more fireworks, more shocking testimony, and more of that what we don't know, especially what we already seen in the gay trial and what's more to come in the gay trial. So this is far from over. So till we know the verdict and what gay's fate will look like. All right. By the way, I missed my brother Ricky's comments. He wrote, "Hey boy, I love podcast, bro. Nice one, bro. I'm alright. Thank you." All right. By the way, this morning, speaking of podcast, this morning I dropped a 15 episode. Wait, 15? Maybe double check. I don't want to give you the wrong number. By the way, can I say wherever whenever I look at myself like especially going live, I'm looking at my face like uh, I love you too. All right. This morning I dropped the 15th episode on my YouTube, especially with my two guests, Ben May Aran, and my friend and my classmate Eric Lee. Which the episode is almost 1 hour, and I dropped it this morning on my YouTube. So if you want to check out the full episode of the 15th episode of Gary's podcast with Ben and Eric, my two guests. You can check out right now on my YouTube channel. Especially we had a lot of fun, especially my beautiful co-host Michelle. And this Wednesday I will do the season finale of season 2 of Gary's podcast when my co-host Michelle was I'm thinking maybe I might do a recap of season 2 of Gary's podcast on the season finale with me and Michelle and maybe James if my person always scared on Wednesday. If he is, maybe I might do like a recap. Maybe with me and Michelle and maybe James, especially especially putting him on the hot seat and talk about what's our favorite episodes, who were our favorite guests. I'm thinking maybe do a recap for season 2 of Gary's podcast for the season finale this Wednesday, 3:30 inside Liza Radio. Especially, I can't believe I can't believe this season 2 flew so fast, especially this first semester in PCC already flew so fast. By the way, I appreciate the hearts uh, on why we gave it. Keep growing the hearts. I appreciate keep it keep the hearts going. Um, yeah, I can't believe the spring semester flew so fast. Especially, I'm gonna have my final on Monday for my trivial art class, which I started on Wednesday. I'm gonna study more tonight and tomorrow and Sunday. So hopefully, I could pass the final because the final is worth 100 points. 100 points, people. 100 points is on the line. Bragging rights is also on the line. By the way, shout out to COVID-19 who used to work at TNC. He just wrote a comment. Awesome podcast premiere today. Thank you, COVID-19. Thank you for your support for my podcast. And like I said yesterday, my person Noah confirmed to me again. My person Noah confirmed to me yesterday when I was walking with my dog Oreo at the park. It will be a third season of David's podcast, which my podcast just by renewed for a third season, likely in the fall. And at the same time, me and my co-host Michelle, we need to figure out what dates, what dates that we will do for season 3 of David's podcast in the fall. And at the same time, I will be cooking up ideas for season 3 of David's podcast. So, folks, your love and your appreciation for my podcast, David's podcast, means so much from you, especially all the guests that I already had. Especially, I'm gonna say one thing. What you can see in the video, Eric, he told me that how many people you already interviewed. And I told Eric before the interview, I told him I already interviewed. I interviewed 50 people. Which I told Eric, I'm the Larry King. I'm the late Larry King. God rest his soul. I'm the Larry King of interviews because I will say one thing. I look I when I interview people for David's podcast, I look up to Larry King because Larry King he set the bar high for interviews, especially when I was little, I will always I will always watch Larry King live on CNN, especially all the interviews that he did, especially all the people that he had on his show. And Larry King, I look up to him from the interviews. So Larry King, he's my role model from the interviews that I've done on Davis podcast. And like I said, Um, the season finale will be on Wednesday with me and my co-host Michelle and maybe James. If, like I said, and my personal shows up on Wednesday, or maybe he might get covered from my boss James Patrick. And by the way, COVID-19, he just wrote confident. Larry King is a legend. Yes, Larry King, he's a legend. He's a legend and a goat. And God rest to Larry King because Larry King, he's the best. He's a legend and a goat. You know what? I'm gonna write that. I'm gonna write that to COVID-19. All right. Oh yes, my favorite kids. Oh wait, well, I've been live for 46 minutes. So, you know what, boys? Let's do it real quick. You can just give me sure you go. Oh, August hats club just well. My hats, my hats, my hats. Oh, now you can. All right. Hi everyone. This is Game Two. This is Ricky Two. We made it to the weekend. Yay! 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 Ricky Two. We made it to the weekend. Friday's here, and at the same time, David, I'm so proud of you for everything you've done for David's podcast for season two, especially all the amazing interviews, all the amazing guests, and I'm so proud of you, David, because you're a podcast legend, and I can't wait what you have for the third season. And at the same time, you're the best, David. You're the best. Oh wait, COVID-19 just wrote. Gig Gig Cabot is a great interview as well. He COVID-19. What's the word again? Um, Gig, he's also a great interviewer. Also, he's also a legend as well, like Larry King. And both of them are the best. You know what? I'm gonna write that. I was gonna say I never heard Gig uh, Gig Backtech. I don't know if I mispronounced his last name. I apologize, Gig, if I mispronounced the last name. But he's also a great interviewer and a legend and a GOAT like Larry King. All right. What were you saying, David Jr.? David, you're a podcast legend, and at the same time, I can't wait what you will have for the third season of David's podcast in the fall, especially you and Michelle, especially the class. Well, you need to find. I mean, you need to figure out what classes you will be taking in the fall at Pasadena City College. Especially, we know. You know what? Can I say it? Can I say it to our wonderful YouTubers? Go ahead, David. It's your time to shine. David's going to take a pickleball class Fridays in the fall, especially indoors from 9 a.m. to 12. David will be signing up for the pickleball class on Fridays, especially David. He loves pickleball. Also, he loves tennis. And David's going to sign up for the pickleball class in the fall, Fridays from 9 a.m. to 12. So get your headphones. Exclusively here on Live with David. David will be signing up for the pickleball class indoors Fridays in the fall from 9 a.m. to 12. Yay! Yay! Pickleball! Pickleball! I love pickleball so much. Me too, bro. Me too. Um, let's see, David. I'm gonna say, David, you're a podcast legend. Especially, I'm so proud of you. Everything you've done for David's podcast. Especially me and David Drew. We been on your podcast, and at the same time, you know what? maybe we will be back Wednesday inside Let's Radio from the season finale of Gary's Park of the season. Let me say again. For the season finale of season 2 of Gary's podcast, uh, Wednesday, which I've been on his podcast before. Me too. Me and Ricky Drew, we both been on Gary's podcast. We have. Yay! Yay! Maybe we go back to Lester Radio and maybe we be on Gary's podcast again for the season finale of season 2 of Gary's podcast with him and his beautiful co-host Michelle. Maybe we be back on Gary's podcast on Wednesday. What do you say, everyone? Should we be back on Gary's podcast for the season finale of season 2 this Wednesday at 3:30 at Sound Last Radio? What do you say, everyone? Write in the comments. What do you say? Let us know. Let us know according to Ricky Jr. And on that note, I'm gonna say, everyone, have a great weekend. Stay safe and don't do nothing stupid and have fun. And we'll talk to you next time. Have a good weekend, everyone. We will talk to you next time. All right, we gave it. And at the same time, have a great weekend, everyone. Have a great weekend, everyone. Bye. Bye. All right, hold on, quick. You want to say something? I'll say something real quick. Everyone, this is Bulldog here. At the same time, I'm also proud of David for everything. I'm also proud of David, especially his podcast. I'm also proud of his co-host Michelle because both of them they do a great job for Gary's podcast. Especially, I'm also proud of both of them for all the great interviews that they did, especially all the amazing guests, especially both of them had a lot of fun with the guests. And overall, I also can't wait for the third season of Gary's podcast in the fall. And overall, I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm excited for the third season of Gary's podcast. And it will be amazing and more fun. Yay, yay. At the same time, if you haven't checked out the past episodes of Gary's podcast, make sure you check out on his YouTube channel at Gary Horse 800 and you haven't caught up. All right, that's all I gotta say, everyone. Have a good weekend and take care of yourselves and don't do nothing stupid. And we talk to you next time. Bye bye. What about you, Quip? Hi everyone. Hi everyone. This is Quip, and I'm also proud of David because David he's a podcast legend. Also Michelle Vega, and at the same time, I love David's podcast because David he has great guests, especially him and Michelle can have a lot of fun with the guests. And overall, get season 2 of Gary's podcast has been amazing, and I can't wait for the third season, especially the third season of Gary's podcast with him and Michelle will be more exciting and more scandalizer. And as well, let's see. I can't wait. I can't wait for the third season of Gary's podcast. And at the same time, I can't wait. I can't wait to check out the episode when Gary drops on his YouTube channel. And I'm excited. I'm excited. One Crip is excited. All right. On that note, have a good weekend, everyone. And we'll talk to you next time. Bye bye. Have a good weekend. Bye bye. All right, everyone. I'm gonna sign out. Gary having fun. Ricky Jer, Gary Jer, Bulldog and Crip for it just gave their thoughts on season 2 of Gary's podcast. And so far, so far, Gary Jer, Ricky Jer, no one has wrote in the chat if they want you back on my podcast, which maybe I'll bring back Gary Jer and Ricky Jer from the season finale of Gary's podcast, season 2 on Wednesday with me with my co-host Michelle and maybe James, and maybe I'll put it on the table like I did episodes back, like a couple episodes. All right, everyone, I'm gonna sign out. I've been here for 55 minutes, almost 1 hour. Have a good weekend, everyone. Don't do not get crazy. Have fun. and take care. Bye, everyone. I'm signing out.